All right, my magical friends. So, welcome. This is today's installment, and I'm guessing I can't see your comments, so I'm going to have to go to my. Um, gonna have to go on my phone and find you guys. Okay. So, welcome everybody as you're joining. So nice to see you here. As always, I like interacting with you because this is an interactive. Let me change the angle. This is an interactive, right? Because really, and it's a conversation inspired by you, by what is possible when you open up to your gifts, to your magic, to your knowing, to trusting. And look, it is so easy in this day and age, and with where we are on the planet, to shut down our awareness, to cut it off, to doubt it. Because what happens when, at least for me as an intuitive, as somebody who works with energy and who's worked with energy for over 20 years, it has been I've had to dig deep into my toolbox to do everything I can to stay as high of a vibration as I can. And some days I suck at it. Some days I'm terrible at it. And other days I'm a whole lot better. But today I want to talk to you about and with you about a topic that is really dear to me from a lot of different angles. So today, we're going to talk about the money aspect of it. We're going to talk about the abundance aspect of it. We're going to talk about the trusting you and trusting your gut instinct aspect of it. And so before we dive in, give me 1 second so I can find it, because I'm a little I'm sometimes good at hiding. Um it's been funny. Sometimes things hide pretty easily. Okay, there we go. Hi, sweet people. Hello, sweet Kimmy. I just sat down to replay you from awesome. Today's was really good. So listen to it. Hello, you're looking very beautiful as always. Put your makeup on today. Yeah. Because there are days in COVID, I do not do that. Hi, sweet Tina. Welcome, everybody, as you're joining. Okay, so today's topic of conversation is, are you valuing what comes easy for you? So when I first sort of looked at this question for myself before, or I guess I was just starting to get into my gifts and capacities as an intuitive, as an energy worker, as somebody who facilitates energy. And I got to be honest, I've been facilitating energy kind of my whole life. I started getting paid to facilitate energy when I was about 26, 27 years old. And I started working with a shaman and doing workshops with a shaman. And I started facilitating my own workshops. And I started teaching dance classes. And in these dance classes, I would stand next to these women and I could see where in their body they were locked up. I could tell where in their life they were locked up. And so I would, encourage, or I'd ask, like, hey, can I touch you? And they'd be like, sure. And I'd touch them on their back and something would unlock in their whole spine. And when I first started doing this, I was like, oh my God, I think I must be crazy. Or the other thought that was in my head was, oh my God, I think I must be making this up. And so, why I say that is, most of you on here, hello, sweet beings. Yay. Hello from Denmark. Most of you on here are gifted at something. It comes really easy to you. So whether it's money, relationship, communication, being there for a friend, energy work, I don't know, doing arts and crafts, being a painter, being a musician, like whatever it is that you do, there's something you do that comes so easy to you. And here's what I want to say on the other side of it is, that which comes easy to you is usually not the thing that we value. So we dismiss it or discount it, right? So when I was coming into my own awareness that I have this kind of crazy gift working with bodies and can go underneath the surface and sort of find the energy that's hidden, I took that for granted. And I was like, oh, I'm crazy. Oh, I must be making it up. Oh, it's no big deal. Can't everybody see that? Like, so I dismissed it and diminished it, and I devalued it by my points of views. And most of you, that whether you watch this now or in the future, how many of you have a gift inside of you, a capacity, and you're like, oh, I'll give it away to you for free, right? I had a woman who was really good at feng shui, and I was like, oh my God, I love what you do. And she's like, oh, I'm not going to charge you. And she spent like 5 hours with me. I was like, oh no, that does not work for me. Like, I want to pay you for your services because you have a gift that just changed my whole like perspective, and I want to offer you something in exchange. And she was like, no, 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 it's free. It's free. Because she was thinking, oh, but it's so easy for me to do. And so what I want to say to all of you watching is that whatever is the easiest thing for you to do is the thing that you should charge the most for. I'm going to say that again. So hopefully you hear me, right? The thing that is the easiest for you to do is the thing that you should charge the most for. So one of the things that I love doing, and if you guys are following me, yes, in the chat. And if you want to be like, yes, amen, whatever it is, right? And then you can name your gift if you want to, right? And so for me, energy work and playing with energies and sort of being aware of and being able to put to words things that are unsaid, unseen, unspoken, sort of underneath the surface. And, it's exciting because today I'm diving into my first ever online class about energy work. Right. And, I kind of laughed with my team. I was like, oh my God, what was I thinking when I priced this? It probably should be $500, but we're doing it for under $100 because I want everyone to have access to how do you trust you with energy? And so, whether you're a teacher, a parent, a spouse, whether you're in real estate or you do energy work or you want to be a facilitator, there's always these unsaid, unspoken, undisclosed energies that you are aware of. And then it's a matter of, do you trust the way that your awareness comes to you? So some people, their awareness comes to them in visions or colors. Other people, their awareness comes to them in smells or tastes or sounds, right? Or like whispers. Other people, their awareness comes to them because they start getting goosebumps or they feel a sensation in their body somewhere, right? And so when you begin to trust the unseen, unsaid, undisclosed energies, then you start to facilitate greatness in your life, but you also facilitate greatness in everyone else's life around you. Because the gift of playing with energy is to trust it, right? And then follow that instinct. And most of your instincts are catered towards doing what's easy for you. And I'm going to say this, but most of you don't value the places in your life where it's easy for you. Most of you are like, oh, I can't charge for that because it's so easy for me. That's exactly the thing you should be charging for. That's exactly the thing that you should be offering to the world, because if it's easy for you, chances are it's also fun for you. If you're willing to give it away for free, it means you love it. And if you love it, then you should be charging for it if you want to build a business on it, right? And so it's a matter of looking at what are the things in your life that you do brilliantly, that you would do all day long for free, right? And that is usually where you are most intuitive. It's where you allow your awareness to be the loudest, right? If any of you have seen, so I binge watched on Netflix The Queen's Gambit. I don't know if any of you have seen that, and it's really amazing. So it's this it's based on a novel about a female chess player, and she becomes the best in the world. And what's fascinating about this movie and about this series is that it shows that the reason why she's the best is because she does moves nobody else does, based on her gut instinct, based on her intuition, based on how she feels the game, versus based on the logistical strategy. And I think that's a metaphor for most of our lives, which is the thing that you're the most gifted at is the thing where you trust your instincts, where you go off of your gut, where some of the things that you choose aren't explainable, they're not logical, but they completely work. And so this idea that, you know, are you valuing what comes easy to you? You want to start to look at, do you value what comes easy to you? So I'm going to read some of your comments. Let's see. Violetta says, hello, hello from Denmark. Kimmy says, wow, 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 exactly. Boom, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Tina says, yes. Marcia says, can we still get into the energy class, and are there replays? Yes, so the class starts today. It starts in about an hour and a half. Anyone and everyone is welcome. And what we're going to do is we're going to be on Zoom, and we're going to facilitate energy, how you perceive energy, how you play with energy. Like a lot of people that I work with do have clients, and whether they're facilitators or they run a business, like we're constantly working with energy, the unseen, unsaid, undisclosed energy, right? And so we're going to go into this 5-day exploration of, what do you know about energy? And how would you like to sort of uncover what you know, and sort of uncover the way that you know what you know, so you can have more of it, so you can use it in your business, so you can use it with your parenting, so you can use it in your relationship. And the more that you get comfortable with it. And so the way that you can go is katherinemcintosh.com/underneath. And the class is called Underneath the Surface, because it's all those hidden, unseen, unsaid, and unspoken energies that really impact us in ways that we may or may not acknowledge. Right. And so katherinemcintosh.com/underneath, all lowercase, right? And I can put that link in the chat as well. I love you guys. Cool. Geet says, whoop, whoop. Yay. Whoop, whoop is right. And so, my friends, when you look at what you would like your life to look like, what if, and I'm just saying, what if you started to value what came easy to you? Right? What if you started to value what was light? What if you started to value that gut instinct, that whisper, that knowing? And so I will tell you that as a little kid, I was told I was crazy. I thought I was crazy because I didn't understand like what was coming to me that nobody else in my family could see. Nobody else in my family could understand it. And so here's this little girl with this world of information and energy and magic and sparkles and also dead people, right? And weird energies. And it was really confusing because I had no one to talk to about it. And my friends, when you can say hello to an energy you're aware of, that you can't put words to, that isn't explainable, that you don't really even know how you're doing it, that is where you can open the door to creating a completely different future. Most successful businesses are built on an instinct. And then the reason why they become successful is because the person building it never gave up on their instinct before anyone else could see it. They weren't trying to get people to join them. They were an energy that allowed other people to join. Does that make sense? Yeah? Is that a hallelujah? So yes, yes, in the chat if you guys are with me, right? Because here's the deal, is when you believe in the things that you cannot see, that can't really be explained, that you don't really have like more to it, when you believe so wholeheartedly in those things can become a reality before anyone else sees it. Nobody needs to align and agree with it, right? Nobody needs to see your vision in order for your vision to come to life. You need to believe in your vision in order for your vision to come to life, right? So this is about valuing what comes easy to you, right? It's also about going underneath the surface, and it's also about being willing to receive money, right? And so some people listening to this and may go, I don't agree with you. It's all about the money for you. It's like, no, it's actually about the creation of energy. It's about the creation of a different possibility on the planet. It's about trusting your gut and knowing that what you know is a gift to the world. And it may not make sense at first. You may want other people to like join you, but it's like, keep doing what you know and see what would happen if you stopped looking for outside validation, right? I got to a place in the business where I was like, oh my God, it's successful, it's working. And then in order to take it to the next level, I started to look for people of that level to validate me. And guess what happened to my energy? Guess what happened to like just my joy and my happiness, right? Because all of a sudden I had this expectation that if I was going to go to that next level in business and go to that next level in every area of my life, I needed validation from people. And that actually was not true. And it was not the way to get me to what I was looking for. So I love it. Marcia says, we'll be there. Awesome. Hallelujah, says Geet. Yes, no more validation. Exactly, Ava. And so, my friends, I want to invite you today to trust what you know. If nobody else can see it, if nobody else, like nobody needs to know what you know in order for you to know what you know is real. I'm going to say that again. Nobody needs to know what you know in order for what you know to be real. Just because nobody else can see it doesn't mean it's not real. It means that it's real because it exists within you. And if it exists within you, this is my point of view, is you have all of the energies and all of the resources to bring that to fruition, right? To bring that to the surface. And so whether you're a facilitator, a teacher, a parent, whether you're in relationship or single, or you own a business, or you want to start a business, or you've been looking at what is the next chapter for you, you are invited to join me on this 5-day exploration called Underneath the Surface. Because what if you began to value what comes easy for you? And what if you began to value how you perceive information that maybe no one else perceives in a way that no one else can receive it? So that's kind of all I got for you guys today. I'm so glad you joined me today. And as always, if this sparked something inside of you, please feel free to share it. If you want to leave a comment, we always love to hear how this does. Yeah. So Gita says, no more need for anybody's validation but our own. Yeah. And that's the thing, is you have to be willing to trust. So, a perfect example is Steve Jobs. Before Steve Jobs came along, there was no flat screen phone, right? There was no like magic in your hand, which pretty much is a walking, talking computer that costs $1,000. Marcia's asking for the link, so I can put it in. It's katherinemcintosh.com/underneath. But I will put it in the chat. as well. And so Steve Jobs came along and he's like, I want a flat screen phone. How do we make that happen? And he went to his engineers and the people on his staff and his team and he said, hey, can any of you do this? And everyone said, no, it's never been done before. It's not possible. He's like, okay. And he kept looking for the person who would say something along the lines until he found someone that said, well, it's never been done before, but I can give it a try. And he's like, good, then you're on the project. Good, then you're hired. Because what happens is we can easily fall trap into, because no one else believes it or because no one else can see it, that's not possible. You know, Martin Luther King, I have a dream. He created a movement based on what nobody else could see, but he got people to believe in it because he believed in it. And so, my friends, wherever you are on your journey, this is your invitation to believe in yourself. So I did put the link in there. It's katherinemcintosh.com/underneath. Yep, all one. So you guys, this is your invitation. Believe in yourself before anyone else believes in you. Do what you know and do what comes easy for you, right? So if parking spots come easy for you, ask more of it. Ask for more of it. If you wake up and all of a sudden you're in this great space, ask for more of it. That's what comes easy to you, right? Yes, life can be hard. Yes, life can have challenges. Yes, like we have had a very interesting experience being in COVID. I'm like the other day with my mask on in the grocery store, I was like, I feel like I'm in a twilight zone. Like never in a million years did I ever think I would be wearing a mask to the grocery store. Never in a million years did I think that connecting with people would be challenging, like that there would be barriers to keep us from connecting with each other, right? So, holy cow. All I know is that life is changing. This experience is changing. And if you would like to discover what you know about energy and how you know what you know about energy, you're invited to join me on a 5-day exploration. And yes, there will be recordings. There's a question of, will there be recordings if we can't? There will be recordings if you can't be on live. And you also can send an email to us at Katherine@KatherineMcIntosh.com or Dazzle, Dazzle, at KatherineMcIntosh.com. And we will do our best to answer your questions live, even if you can't be live, because then you'll be able to access the recording later. So that's all I got for you, my magical friends. May you be alive and well and lively. May you never give up on your dreams. And may you know that even if others can't see it, if you can see it, if you can feel it, it is possible. You just have to begin to turn up trusting you. So, from my humble abode in Aspen, Colorado, I adore you all so much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for giving us a like and a follow. And if you would like more, just continue to like and follow. And please feel free to share this with a friend if it inspired you. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.